Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. You're welcome to the Godcast, and today we are here to interact with our people and to also point our people as to what is going on because quite a lot is happening. Quite a lot is happening, and many people think that what we are doing is content creating, but they fail to forget to recognize the fact that millions of lives are at risk. We've crossed the Rubicon. If many of you have forgotten that fact, permit me to remind you on this day, on Monday, 9th of February 2026, that we've crossed the Rubicon. And what we are doing is not content creating. Millions of lives are at risk. But any nonsense or any form of ill discipline, and the Nigerian government has the upper hand, our people will, a lot of our people will be slaughtered. This is the Godcast, and I am telling you the truth. This is a good Godcast, and I'm telling you the truth. I will gain nothing in lying to you. Most of the expository we bring to the public notice on this very hallowed platform, you cannot find it anywhere else. Makana anywhere we get direct administration from heaven. Iche na ọsọ onye na-aga ụka bụ onye Chukwu nna na-agwa okwu ịma na onwere ihe na-achị ịghọta. Life of people are at risk, and some people are hell-bent in playing useless politics with the life of our people. I don't know how to explain this thing so that you can understand it. I don't know. I'm just asking Chukwu Abiyama to give me to speak through me, so that I'm just asking Chukwu Abiyama to give you common sense to understand what I'm trying to say. Because we are in a dispensation or a generation that common sense is no longer common. Common sense is no longer common. That's why a lot of things is going on, and people are looking sheepishly as if nothing is happening. Permit me to reiterate. IPOB is one family. IPOB is one. IPOB is not divided. IPOB is one, and IPOB has its code of conduct that when once you are found guilty of ill discipline, you'll be kicked out. Our people have embarked on a very serious journey that either ways the decisions are grievous, because we've arrived to the point that you either choose to live on your two knees or die fighting on your 2 feet. I don't. Look at what is going on. Most of you are not understanding the handwriting. Iman Agwarun that 9 billion dollars have been spent already by the Nigerian. Most of you don't know that we are in a state of war. The level of ill discipline that is being perpetrated by some section of Igbo people is alarming. Mostly in the class of the elite. Politics of the stomach. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Maybe David, I don't even know where to. I'm just trying to see a way to explain this thing in a layman understanding, because what is unfolding in our two naked eyes, most of us are not able to comprehend it. Look at what is it more? What's the name of that US that said that the US have no is not discussing about division of Nigeria for that because of ill discipline. Most of our people are not able to observe or to understand what diplomacy entails. Ndala. Imana geopolitical case is a serious business, and business is secret. You don't just go about compromising your interests. Just look at they have given us a 1-0, a technical knockout, but that is what the game is all about. I don't know if you understand me. That will kill us, we will kill them, and at the end of the day, we are going to triumph. Chikwabia, Messi, Kawaranda, and Amaro Messi, Kawaranda, and Awam, because the thing all our woman run a I'm going crazy. I'm trying. I want to explain because most of our people are not understanding what is happening. In actually compromise your interest. So some of the people now in Washington, look at the level of indiscipline going on in Washington among some section of Igbo idiots. I don't want to mention them because I'm angry. Discipline, man chikonato. Most of you, envy and jealousy. Boogie because no one else on the Mia. Iman choose we get surrounded down ka only idea you would if you have any idea. Go to your unit meeting and report to your zonal coordinator because IPOB is one. You want to be a leader position and idea name where you see name maro one iye denia name maro akanya mara ke the man choose week because of money. You need nebo you get na guy ndala. Ka forget. It's the struggle as it regards the emancipation of our people. We are fighting a recastrous nation. If you don't know, we are literally fighting the British. We are literally fighting the British and entire European interests. You have to be diplomatically well to do. This na Oyan the kind of family nezuzuare with Avi demando to her Ngozi Zora kona ponya Nkasino Prime Minister of the Biafra government on Ezai. Bunch of idiots, and come look at what is happening. Look at I don't know if most of you are seeing what is going on. I don't know if most of you are seeing what is going on. Biafra government on Ezai made a press release the other day. Just recently, about yesterday. Ngozi Orabeze I'm trying to figure out her name. Richly denied Gentle the Yahoo Boy and their group. He denied the Biafra Liberation Army. Give no a subtle plan, a well calculated attack against the legitimate struggle and interests of our people. When I'm sorry about the rune yak, okay, what I need to know about my mom. Chikwabia na akwaru mo Messi kwaro gya ke wote ya ezio ya na achore ma yie Ngozi Biafra government on Ezai literally denied a Biafra Liberation Army in their recent podcast, and the idiots, that woman, that Trump has the effrontery to say that IPOB is defunct. Oh man, I just came across that press release. I was like, okay, let me just read through what this people are trying to say. And she was yapping rubbish. Carefully a calculated plan. Just like the Nigerian media is now projecting what Jacob said in the video they released last week, saying that they have received order from the highest command, the supreme leader. Okay, it is today that you want to obey orders. After disobeying orders upon orders upon orders upon orders upon orders, this is the and the Nigerian government are trying to project it. They are trying to inoculate the people to stupor as if IPOB are working with these people, as if Nnamdi Kanu is working with these people. I don't know if you are understanding what is going on. Them are 9 million every day for Washington. It's the diplomats now, bro. They are in to explain and elaborate situations. Because can you imagine that the wife of Chinedu'm is now leading the committee for that are looking into the case of Christian genocide, and you think that they are going to report credible to Trump for the power of money? Because of high level of ill discipline among our people, only achieve dispose your allies in public. It's a diplomatic game, a game of chess. Am I not beyond that? Most of our people are stupid, and they don't want to. I intentionally decide not to speak on geopolitical issues. For the past how many days I just want to sit down and be watching how things is unfolding, learning and studying. There are a lot of people that are critical, analyzing geopolitical issues that our people should go and listen to, the like of Check Austin and MNK Jr. Go on Facebook, you see them. They are analyzing geopolitical case. I just decided not to discuss it because these are dicey and complex issues. Not as if we not understanding what is going on, but we are monitoring. Yet some of our people, look at how the Nigerian government are now propagating us IP because of the video that Jacob made. But the DOS, Nnamdi Kanu himself, even in prison, have called an end to sit at home since 2022-2023. The DOS have released press release upon press release, distancing IPOB from any forceful sit at home. We must set the record straight. The truth is that, yes, the DOS initiated the sit at home, called for it, but since the Nigerian government chose to bastardize it, the DOS called for an end to sit at home since 2021, 2022, 2023. There are press releases that are out there that you people go and make your research and findings. You will be asking yourself, how come when the DOS make press release, the Nigerian media will not carry it? They will not promote it. Just like the DOS have said that any information, any news that is coming from Imapawafo should not be attributed to IPOB. That the name Imapawafo have been bastardized. Many people are acting as if they are not seeing it now. When Nnamdi Kanu family will be issuing series of press release with the name Imapawafo and IPOB, you will sheepishly thinking that it is IPOB issuing this press release without understanding the handwriting on the wall. It is important our people understand what is going on. we are being presented with an opportunity that we must not jeopardize, we must not lose. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself have paid the ultimate price. He's fighting from the front, and this is not a time that we are going to be full of ill discipline. Our people must adhere to IPOB and the DOS. Any rubbish that anybody is telling you, don't mind them. Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is stupid? All the lies and propaganda, all the blasphemy, all the plots to cajole the DOS that some section of men have given themselves as willing to the Nigerian government, all in a bid to destroy IPOB and the DOS. Telling you that the DOS have left Nnamdi Kanu, Keneka, but yet Nnamdi Kanu himself will still tell you that the DOS are the people that runs the day-to-day affairs of IPOB, because the DOS are his brainchild. These are his team of leaders that he set aside to pilot this struggle at critical moments like this. And yet, you as a person, you don't want to adhere to the instructions and guidelines of the DOS. You are dragging anarchy and chaos to the struggle. Our people must be wise. Our people must be wise and understand what is going on. This is a geopolitical case. Our interest should be promoting the Christian genocide, exposing the impunity that is going on in Nigeria. That is our primary responsibility. Anything contrary to that is a distraction. Yes, we know that the Nigerian government are going to deploy everything humanly possible to make sure they bring chaos in Biafra land. To make sure they try to make Southeast a theater of war. But our people must yield to common sense. Our people must listen to the DOS. Our people must do everything possible to keep Biafra land peaceful. That the peace of Biafra land is not negotiable. We must destroy the terrorists first. Most of you are not understanding what is happening. Yana Ababu a very high profile game. Determine discipline. Ngozi Orabeze and Biafran government of Ezra have denied their errand boys, their thugs, people they used to kill our people and commit unrest to promote or facilitate organ harvesting in one way or the other. We are telling you this is we are telling you based on investigation. I'm an investigative journalist and we are telling you the truth. Remember that on sometime last year, the Nigerian government through their army said that they have captured these men, that they are in their custody. Funny enough, suddenly, surprise, these people are visible again, shouting Biafra, Biafra, carrying flags. Yet you don't want to understand that these people are ocean provocateurs. Yet most of you don't want to understand the handwriting on the wall. Ichena local politics. Ichena ogu village to village more ogu confraternity. They well aye. Ichena ye wakani eme. Do you know what it means to battle a nation? Just look at what $9 billion. Just look at what $9 billion is already doing on the diplomatic front. Or they can be Biafra now in $9 billion. Or nobody is funding IPOB. It is only our people. Nobody is sponsoring ESN. It is only our people. They vow that the government will not sponsor them. That if our people are serious to go about their freedom, that they must fund this movement. And we are calling on our people to go to www.ipob.org. You will see areas in way to fund IPOB if you want to fund them. Look at what $9 billion is doing. Up on diplomatic same, how much more Mbaga on their trary field. On the Air Force, on the Naval. It's an overego KJ procure weapons. It's a fighting nation, Boberi. In Achiji, your Biafra government on Israel and their errant thugs, Biafra Liberation Army, to bastardize the legitimate cause of our people. Yet some idiots are sponsoring them. Yet some idiots are supporting them in one way or the other. You don't want to understand what is going on. Funny enough, surprise, surprise, all the heinous crime that is being perpetrated by these gangs of criminals. KGJ Lomas and Namdekano. You use it to a call again. Oh, this our sister, that lady, I'm a mom again on our bone. Na-eke cowries n'isi na-ada cover this year na propagate for obedient movement. Ọ na-abụ when I see the energy that lady used to propagate for obedient movement, I will be mesmerized and I will be crying in the spirit. I will say, look at the energy that this lady is wasting. Because Nigeria is unsavageable and it will done on the 2027 is coming. Your eyes is going to open. At the end of the day, and they will go to court. but there comes the match. There comes the match. Because when we speak in parable. Man, for many people nanya. In as much as we are urging our people to go and get their PVC to do the needful in the senatorial districts and House of Representatives, because the set of elites and leaders that are representing us in the senatorial zones are cowards and idiots. Why we are not sentimental. Most of you will be asking, why are we insulting them? We have to insult them. We are insulting them and rightfully so, because it is their primary responsibility to present the case of Biafra referendum at the case of the Senate, at the case of the House of Rep. Whether they are in support of Biafra or not, this is the reason why they were elected and sent. So once they are not carrying these primary duties, we are going to chase them away. But we must stick to our principle. We must stick to our ground. This is where we've stood for over 7 years, for over 6 years, for close to a decade. We are saying we are not interested in the general elections of Nigeria. We must boycott it. That is the ultimate. Nobody is in Nigeria. The Nigeria has no ideology back. There's no ideological backing to the term Nigeria. Nigeria simply means nigger. And in America, when you call somebody a nigger, it seems as an insult. You'll be jailed. Then why supporting the creation of the British? Why supporting a racist creation? Nigeria must be disintegrated in one way or the other. That is the solution. I'm telling you the truth. And we are not here to bro romance or to paint words. When I see that sister, the energy she used to campaign for Obi, I used to remember back then when we are campaigning for Jonathan, and I even used to remember when I campaigned for Buhari in the early 2000s. In the 30 years, it's about this girl in Nigeria is not savageable. She won't understand it. To confirm what we've been saying, to prove to you that Nigeria is not savageable, look at what is happening with the passing of INEC own law. The use of the Senate have rejected it. If the Senate in the 21st century, the Senate is rejecting the idea of a electric device to make sure accountability is propagated in your general election, that tells you all you need to know. Look at what Akpabio was telling Obi the other day. He's telling Obi you can scavenge from one place to another. That at the end of the day you are going to lose because they know, we all know it is the sheepishness of most of you. It is the cowardice of most of you that emboldens them. How can we project or how can we move forward on a constitution that has never worked for the past so many years? On this current system that we see is humongously compromised. Achọrọ m iso oyibo too much maka ndị nne. Chineke nna m ebe anyị ga-atabikwu ire n'oyibo. Anyị ga-atabikwu ire na anyị na-asụ oyibo. Mana eziokwu ka anyị na-agwa gị. We are bringing the truth to your doorstep. We are trying to educate you. We are trying to point you to what is going on. 2027 election, Tinubu is still going to be announced. God the quiet, then I'm at the end of the day they will tell you to go to court. Nobody has the temerity to enact revolt. Nobody has the temerity to protest. If they protest for a day or two, one or two people, everybody will go and sit down. They will tell you wait for the next time. Yes, it is our turn. Yeah. But look at Iran. Look at me. Thousands are paying the price of freedom in Iran because countries are built with blood and sweat. Nobody is willing to die for the Nigerian ideology. Nigeria doesn't even have an ideology because Nigeria is not a country. Go and Google the meaning of a nation, a country, and you see that Nigeria is none of the two. Nigeria is just a British business, a contraption. We must state the truth. No obedient movement, you people are wasting your time. I am telling you the truth. Use that strength you are using to campaign for obedient movement, to campaign for this Christian genocide. And come 2027, we are going to state unequivocally that we are boycotting the general election. But before we can proceed to any election in Nigeria, this 1999 constitution must be dissolved. That is the key. Because only the North, only the North has the highest members of representative. It is a game of numbers. It is a game of yea or nay at the House of Senate. Don't be stupid. Be wise. The British committed the greatest fraud of all time by deceiving the public and telling the world that the North is the biggest ethnic nationality. It is pure fraud, a big lie. It is the Igbo people that are the biggest in number. We are asking the US interest in Nigeria. There should be a US and UN open consulted census in Nigeria to ascertain the actual number of Nigeria and to know who are the biggest ethnic nationality. If Igbo people are not the biggest ethnic nationality, then I will tender an unreserved apology. But we are telling you the truth. Go and argue with your ancestors. You can go and ask the British. They have the documentaries. They can declassify it and you see the truth. Amazing ọzọ mma gwunu achọm ozi karịmara ama nwayọ couldn't comprehend what is unfolding. Na-enwe great conspiracy against IPOB and ESN who are against the DOS. Ndị bụ the legitimate people that are pushing for the Biafra restoration project. The Nigerian government is seeking to compromise them on all fronts. And our people must stand with them. And our people must state the truth. IPOB have disassociated themselves with Biafra Liberation Army since how many years? Since 2023. Go and check. Even Nnamdi Kanu in his previous video said that Biafra has no army. That's why ESN, you can never see ESN with any Biafran flag. Nobody, EBSN, ebe ke for an ESN. Ndị nọ n'ime ọhịa. Ebe gabi di ndewo biko.